So today I decided to talk about my dad because he's like a huge role model in my life, and a story that I would like to share with you guys. So like last April I went to Mexico with him because every year he wins this trip because he meets his quota for his job, and he's like top 10 in his company, so he gets to go and then he gets to bring someone, and this year I was 18 so I got to go with him, and I didn't really realize how hard I knew he worked really hard, obviously, but I didn't realize that he was such a big part of his company and that so many people admired him and recognized how hard he worked. So I was there, and we went to a few parties and things with people at this resort, and people just come up to me and be like, "You don't understand how incredible your dad is. Like, how does he do all that? And how is he so impressive?" And I was like, honestly, I love my dad, but I've never even thought about it. He's just kind of awesome. So he's #1 in his company, and I didn't even know that until I was on that trip. So I would like to honor my dad because, like I said before, he's a huge influence in my life and taught me to work really hard. And I've worked for a lot of things that I have, clothes and shoes, my car and whatnot, and my phone. I don't know, I could go on that. Okay, and let's see. So a story, or not a story, but my dad's life has been really, he kind of started from nothing, and his parents really didn't have any money, and he lived in his grandparents' house, and his dad was an alcoholic. So he just kind of grew up in that environment, and then he went to community college and had 2 jobs and worked through that. And so he got through community college, and then he went to California and tried teaching, and he did that for 2 years, and he hated it. So he moved to Connecticut, and I'm not 100% sure why, but he moved to Connecticut, and then he got this job with this startup sales company where they sell tax information. I know, very exciting. And he just kind of thrived in that, and he did really, really well, and he's been there for 30 years or something. So let's see. So he started from the bottom, and now he's #1 in his company, and I just think that's really cool because it's a huge company, and he's never really been one to brag about it, and he's always been extremely modest with however he talks about his work. Okay, and his accomplishments have been very influential on my siblings' lives because I started out high school with a job, and we just kind of learned the value of money and how working hard can really get you places and how it's really on you. And it was never here's $100. My parents just kind of were okay, you're on your own, you're 19 now. And so I really appreciate that because in the moment, it was really hard to be an adult and be responsible, but I'm really appreciative for my dad because he taught us all of that and how to be gracious about it and grateful because we're really blessed. Okay, so basically the moral of my story and what I think that you all could learn from this is to really work for what you want because it's always worth it if you have that set in your mind. And I think you guys already know that, obviously, because we're all in college working for something. But it's always worth it, and you don't know where you're going to end up, and it's always a plan that God has that you don't know. So, yeah.